Murray, do you think that Antonio Salieri would have been better known today had Mozart not been around?
I think we should make it very clear how well known he was. He truly was the most famous composer in all of Europe. At the Paris Opera House, his name is carved in stone in letters 2 feet high. To this day, you can see it. He is not a bad composer. His music is acceptable, and there is a kind of a rise, you know, an increase in the interest in his music. But ironically enough, it really parallels the film. No matter how successful Salieri, comparatively successful Salieri becomes, Mozart is just being pumped up in America. I don't mean puffery. I mean the sales are rocketing and people are running out and talking about Mozart, people who never even dreamed he existed before. In those terms, it's ironic and the parallels are there, but it's a fabulous success in musical terms as well. And I think for Salieri, he would be proud and at the same time envious. It's almost a repeat of the story all over again.
But one might think, for example, that there might be a renewed interest in Salieri's music, because although it's not played a great deal today, maybe we might be hearing a lot more of it as a result of this picture.
I will be moderating a kind of a concert in New York City at Lincoln Center called Mostly Mozart in August. And they have asked me to come as Salieri to speak on Salieri's behalf. But I have insisted that some of Salieri's music be played along with Mozart's.
I must touch on the beautiful costumes as used in the film. They were wonderful, weren't they?
It was an amazing feeling to walk through those streets with those costumes, because you absolutely felt that everyone else was an anachronism in that city. I felt that I absolutely was perfectly well situated right there. A painting come to life. The horse-drawn carriages, everything fit, because it actually was that way. Tom conducted, as did I, in the same opera house where Mozart truly conducted, probably from the same spot, as did I.
I think a lot of people will be very impressed by the makeup in the film. Did that present any problems for you, in fact?
If you can discount the time, which was 4 hours each morning, there was no problem at all, because what it allowed me to do was actually see myself age. And that's a great help for any actor, I think, is to finally, at the end of this process, believe that he's old, because that's one of the biggest hurdles I think anyone has as an actor, is to actually believe that he looks so much like what he should look like. The makeup man, Dick Smith, has done makeup you've seen before, Little Big Man, and the little demon girl in The Exorcist. He's a brilliant makeup man. The point is that it was a great help. He laid in the muscles, each one, so that it took quite a long time. But when it was over, I had complete confidence. When I came out of the makeup as the old man, it took me 3 weeks to shoot it. It was just me and the priest. When I finally removed it all and was through with it, the people with whom I had been working didn't recognize me. So it was obviously a success on Dick Smith's.
You had the opportunity of working with the great director, Milos Forman. How did he help you in the film towards making it, Tom?
First of all, he is very opinionated and very almost abrasive.
Not almost.
At work.
Abrasive.
Right. And for me, the fact that he was so specific about his vision and what he wanted, it gave me the confidence to take risks, because I knew that at any moment, if he felt that what he was seeing was not good, I would hear about it.
Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for coming in to join us today. A lot of our audience will have already had the opportunity of seeing Amadeus, so now they're meeting you for the very first time. Thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Thanks a lot.
Well, I must say I found Amadeus to be a film which is quite outstanding in every department. Superb performances from Tom Hulce and F. Murray Abraham, who incidentally was also involved in the filming of his part in Scarface at the same time, which meant him flying back and forth from California to Czechoslovakia, where Amadeus was photographed. The direction by Milos Forman from Peter Schaffer's screenplay perfectly captures all the excitement and indeed the sadness of that strange relationship between Mozart and Salieri. And the staging of Mozart's operas by Twyla Tharp, with the music conducted and supervised by Neville Marriner, all contribute to a quite memorable production. Tremendous.